think today was obviously not as bad as the first two. But I mean, just not up to our standards.
Was it as simple as just took a lot of open threes early on, didn't go down, and that generally does seem to affect this team both ends of the floor when the threes don't drop?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously didn't shoot the ball well. Too many turnovers on my part. We had a couple of lapses where they went on runs and then they were able to put the lead.
Jalen, you guys went 1-3 against the Pistons last year, but beat them in the playoffs of the first round. Just, you guys go 0-3 against them this year. See the series is over. Just the experience of winning against them in the playoffs, even though you lost to the regular season, does that help here, or what do you think?
It's a new year.
With Cade, was the scheme being executed, and was he just getting wherever he wanted to go, or was it not an execution?
I mean, Cade's a great player, and obviously we scout against him, and he's obviously our priority. But great players have big games, and then he's gonna slow them down fast enough, or even at all.
Just getting a real rhythm, like I said, it just comes with, spending time with the guys and being around them, and it's slowly getting there. But we passing that, we in rhythm now, so we got a good stretch ahead of us, and we're trying to do something special here.
Why have the Pistons been such a tough matchup?
I mean, I just got here, so, but outside scene, and they a good team. They're not number one in the East for no reason. They're physical. They know what they want to do. So, like I said, we just gotta play our game, and eventually we catch up.
Were you, I guess, surprised at all that you guys weren't able to dominate the paint since they didn't have their two centers out there? Was that, I guess, that glaring at all? That didn't happen.
Surprised? I guess you could say not surprised. I mean, they're a good team.
Yeah.
Obviously missing two good players they had, but we knew they was gonna not shy back on anything. So not surprised.
I know you weren't here for the first two, but they won by 30 plus. I think both of them in Detroit. Just in general, can a team just flush that if you have to see them in the playoffs? Like, how much does the regular season matter?
Yeah, playoffs is a whole different ball game. I mean, we're not gonna sit here and say, oh, just because they beat us in regular season, we can't. We're not thinking like that. I don't think like that. So, I mean, when it counts, that's when it matters. So we're gonna play like that.
Tonight, obviously, was a better showing than the first two, but it wasn't. There's no moral victories, nor was it what New York wants to see. But we got a lot of film, and we're seeing each other in the playoffs. We got to be ready.
Karl, how different is this Pistons team compared to the one that you played in the playoffs last year?
They have experience, and they're more cohesive and more together than ever. And they've had a year to really grow, and all of them are better players than they were last year. So. I've spent the time right now talking about the players, but their coaching staff as well is excellent, and they've gotten their players and their team ready for a playoff run.
How important is regular season, in your opinion, against a team that you might see in the playoffs? Last year, obviously, you guys went 1-3 against the Pistons, but beat them in the first round. What do you make of that?
Well, I mean, it means a lot. I mean, I think it does. It builds a confidence going into that playoff series, and and also you have great film to see what did work against our team and against their team. And I think that any game is important in the regular season. I know you're talking about seeing them in the playoffs, but you got to get there first. And for standings, you always want to win. You want to make sure you give yourselves the best chance to control your destiny.
What was different for you in the first half? I think 2 shots, but then the third, you came out and scored, especially early on. What was the difference?
Just trying to make a play, be aggressive in playmaking, and got a chance to get some shots up, and I wanted to capitalize on those opportunities. And I'm happy that I was able to hopefully give us a spark. Try to start the third quarter on a strong note. What I definitely was planning to wanted to do, if I could control anything in the third, was get us off to a quick start. I'm happy that I was able to do that and find chances to impede my will in the game.
Is the first game after the All-Star break a little more difficult than most?
Absolutely.
Why?
Why? It's first game out of the break, and people have been able to get some sun and see their family. You know, got to take a game to get the cobwebs off. But I thought we did a good job of you know, coming out with some focus and some energy. Obviously, didn't get the result we wanted, but testament to these guys. Who, you know, during the break they worked and they were ready.
When a team like the Pistons didn't have Stewart or Duran, was there, I guess, added emphasis game planning for them to run things through you, given the size advantage and the scoring ability, or what did you see in that?
I mean, our offense is our offense. It's been, you know, it is the whole year. So we have our system, and we're gonna, you know, regardless of who's in the game and not in the game, you know, we're gonna, you know, run the system that we have implemented for our team, as you know, to the best of our abilities.
Understanding he's an all-star player, just what made Cade so good tonight, especially?
I mean, he scored at all three levels, and he's crafty, and he's a big guard who utilizes his body and his touch to, you know, be a menace to defenses. And he's smart, he's aggressive, and you know, he put himself in spots where he works on his game on the most. And we didn't do a great job of getting him off the spots that he's most comfortable at. And you know, we'll have to be better if we see him in the playoffs with that.